We're looking at Excel 6.6. In this one, there is no data sheet to start from, so no data file. We're just opening up a blank workbook, and we're going to create a template. And then we're going to use the template to create a workbook for 5 national parks. Okay. So here's a blank spreadsheet. Then we're going to design, in step 2 it says design a professional quality sheet to display individual park data. And we should include, it gives us a list of areas. So it gives you some free range in terms of how you can create it. And I'm going to go ahead and use the suggested versions, and then you're welcome to tweak it from there. Okay, so based on what we can set up, I'm going to type National Parks 2015 data, since that's what we'll be using. And we'll need a space for the park name. And the basic pieces of data we'll need are the following. Okay, so after you have that, you might want to rearrange things so that you can see everything. I'm going to indent these just to give it a little bit clearer view. Let's go ahead and make those bold. And actually for this park name, let's start to add some color like we've seen before. And let's add an image. So I'm going to come up to Insert, and we should be able to add an image. Since this is national parks, let me see if there's a national park image I can find. I want to make sure that's checked. So after you found your picture, go ahead and move it to the side. We can have that. Let's create this a little bit wider. I'm going to go ahead and select both of these. We have the picture styling. Let's group them so they stay together. And then we can also shrink it that way. So last time we were doing this and we had a picture, there was some color, so you can do things like that. So this sheet should be named Park Data. And I can go ahead and let's center this. And let's copy this. So create a copy, and this time we're going to name it Summary Park Data. So this needs to have the exact same layout, but instead of park data, so instead of park name, we would have like summary data. So save this as a template, and then start a new file from this template. And once you have your new sheet, we're going to make this park data, we're going to copy it 5 times. And then we're going to rename the 5 parks. So we have 5 different parks, and I'm going to go and rename those sheets, those 5 different parks. So after you have the 5 parks, then you're going to type in the data. So this is really a data entry heavy scenario. So once you've typed in all the data, we're going to go back to our summary sheet and then add up all of the totals. And looking at this, we can make some changes. So I'm going to select all sheets. We want these to be numbers, so I'm going to do the comma, no decimals. And it should change all of them. Some other things we might do are, I'm going to select all of these, come to the layout, and make sure everything's scaled to fit on one page. We have the margins, and let's go and do a custom footer of the sheet title. Make sure it looks good in the print preview. And let's actually also make these landscape. There you go.